1982 was my first visit to the Royal Ottawa, and it was under police escort. I was very upset. I was going through a very rough time in my life, and I decided to cope with that with a little Mickey of Canadian Club Rye. Well, I drank that, and next thing I knew, I was pounding on somebody's door, and they were frightened, and they called the police, and the police brought me to the Royal Ottawa for a 3-day assessment. 8 years later, I returned back to the Royal Ottawa because of my drug addiction and alcoholism. At this stage, I was become a daily drinker, a daily user. I had lost everything in my life, both physically, the woman that I loved. I was completely isolated. About a year after I was clean and sober, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and so I really didn't think that I was depressed. I just thought it was the influence of the drugs and the alcohol and that kind of stuff that contributed to it. I was spiritually dead. I was intellectually incapable of doing anything. I was physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, the whole kit and caboodle. I was just a shell wandering, and they rescued me, and they saved my life, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. The Royal Ottawa saved my life, and this is my little way of saying thank you. Simple as that. Now, during that period as well, I started feeling myself going back into that black hole of the depressions that really I lived in for most of my life, and it terrified me. It's just, I've been there before, and I don't want to go there again, and then I need help. There are those around me who are there to help and support me, because at my worst, they came back afterwards. Also, because of the stigma, it's very challenging for those of us living with mental illness to be able to express because we need to battle that stigmatism as well. We need to find a new way of communicating to overcome that stigma.